I can feel the plucking of the guitar, which I'd never had before.
Nice.
It feels like it's right there, like it's a live concert right now.
What's up guys, it's Eric from B-Sign. Today we are super excited to do another Encore Alpha plug-and-play power amplifier to this 2016 Toyota Camry. As you can see, this car is not new, it's kind of dated, but these cars last forever. So why not upgrade the sound system easily with our plug-and-play power amplifier? I'll show you exactly how to do so and how easy it is. And there's no splicing of cutting of any wires or cables, and all you have to do is get behind the radio, plug this in, find a good mounting spot, and then put everything back together. And then that's it, folks, and that will transform your audio quality. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll show you how much difference it makes. All right, guys, we're now in the vehicle, about to get started. Before we do so, we recommend working on the vehicle from the passenger seat because the passenger seat doesn't have a steering wheel that could be in the way of things. So go ahead and go to the passenger seat, and first thing you want to do is remove the shift knob. So push down the shift boot and just turn this shift knob counterclockwise. So what we're doing is we are removing the whole center console here, starting from here, going up. So let's remove this panel piece here. You can use a panel removal tool like so. And let's put it down here. We're gonna pry it out. Pretty easy. All right, we'll put it in a safe location where it won't get damaged. And you'll find that there's 2 Phillips screws. So let's remove these 2 Phillips screws by turning it counterclockwise. We will do it for both. Okay, next, we will engage the e-brake to make sure the car does not roll because we have to change the gear. We'll release the clips, and afterwards you do have to change the gear down to about neutral or drive to be able to remove it. So let's put the car put it to ignition, but you don't have to turn on the car. Press and hold the brakes, and then bring this down, and then you'll be able to remove it very easily. After we do that, you can put it back into park and then turn off the car again. Okay, just note that if you leave it in gear, the car will not turn off. You do have to put it back to park to turn off your vehicle. Okay, once it's here, let's remove these connectors. So we have one connector down here, and depending on your vehicle trim, you may have more connectors. Okay, for this one, it only has one connector for the light, for the shift position. You may have another one for your seat warmers and other options. All right, next, let's push this release lever, and we're going to bring the lever all the way back here to give more room when we pull the other interior panels off. And we are going to remove these 2 Phillips screws. Okay, and then now let's pull this pocket out. All right. Okay, there's going to be a connector back here. Let's remove this, push down and pull. There's going to be another connector here. This is for your cigarette lighter jack. The other one was for your USB. Okay. All right, now let's remove these 2 Phillips screws. Okay, so we got those removed, and next, let's remove this panel that's on top of the radio. Use a panel removal tool. Pry it out. It's just being held by clips. There's going to be one connector for the light sensor. Okay, here it is. Let's push down on the release tab and just pull the connector out. Always pull on the connector. Do not pull on the wire because you may rip the wire out of the socket, which you don't want to do. All right, next we're gonna remove these 4 10mm bolts. We got 1, 2, and we got 2 on the bottom, 3 and 4. You can use a power tool, or you can use a ratchet with a 10mm socket, whatever you prefer. All right, before we pull the radio out, get a thick towel. We're gonna place it over here. We're gonna pull the radio and place it on the towel. This will ensure that you don't damage your interior. The thicker the better. You can use an old sweater if you wish and just give it a firm tug, move it, just bring it out like so. And this will expose all the connectors that we need to connect, and it's going to just be these 2 down here. All right, now the radio is out and we are ready to connect our amplifier
grab your amplifier, the correct part number ENA-2T1. All right, let's open this box up. You will find it's an amplifier, and you also find a harness. You'll also find in here some mounting parts, some mounting accessories like the double-sided tape. We got some foam tape, and we also have a Velcro, depending on where you want to mount your amplifier. Okay, let's first work on this harness. So going back here, like how I pointed before, these two are the connectors we're going to be working on. So let's disconnect both, and once again press down on the release tab and pull out. Okay, and when you're pulling this, especially this one over here, it could be tricky. People will have hard time. We'll go left and right, and it'll come out. This one's going to be a little bit easier. Okay, like so. And we are going to connect the matching connectors to our harness. That. And here you go. And the other side of our harness, the male side, will connect to the radio. Okay. And lastly, we'll get this ground wire and we'll ground it to the side of the radio bracket. You could pick any of them. These are 8mm bolts, or you could use Phillips screwdriver to unscrew them as well. All right, and you don't have to unscrew it all the way, just enough so you could fit this ground terminal, and once it's in there, screw it on securely, pretty tight. All right guys, so once we have the harness connected on the radio and the ground wire secured, let's grab the other end, this end, and this end will connect to the amp. But before we connect it here, let's route this cable to where we're going to be mounting the amplifier. So we are going to go behind the radio, okay, all the way in the back, go straight down, and we're going to catch it from under the radio. Okay, just take all the wires and cable, okay? And once we get to this point, let's push the radio back in its original place. All right. And let's go down below. Okay, and this is where our harness is, and we're going to connect our amp right here. All right, and if you look at the other side of the amp, you'll find that there's a gain adjustment. This is the default settings at 50% right at 12 o'clock. We're going to adjust it front and rear to see what's optimal, so let me do that right now. All right guys, so we went ahead and tuned the amplifier to work really well with this trim. This is the 2016 Camry without JBL system. We found that putting the front to 1 o'clock and the rear to 2 o'clock is optimal. So now let's find a good mounting position and let's mount it, secure it, and reverse order everything we did, and that will complete the installation. All right guys, so we found a good location here. It's mounting the amplifier right here. There is a flat surface right there. We're gonna apply some double-sided tape that comes with the kit, and then paste the amplifier on there. So let's do that now. So inside here, you'll have these two double-sided tape strips. You also have some foam strips and also some Velcro. So very versatile to where you can mount your amplifier. For this vehicle specifically, we'll use this double-sided tape. We're gonna be applying it here, this flat surface. Start off at the top. Okay. It's on there pretty good. And we'll get our amp. Okay, there it is. All right, let's organize the wires a bit. And then let's push the radio back into its original location. All right, there it is. Everything is clicked into place. All right, sweet. All right, there it is. Now all we have to do is reverse order everything we just did. We'll screw on our 4 10mm bolts, put the top panel back on, put the bottom one back on, reconnect all the factory connectors. Don't forget all the Phillips screws, and then you will be done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, so we just installed it. This is gonna be the first time we turn it on for the customer, and let's see what he thinks about the new sound system.
Oh, nice.
You hear a difference?
Yeah, it's just more present. I can feel the plucking of the guitar, which I'd never had before.
Nice.
It feels like it's right there, like it's a live concert right now. Oh yeah, it's a lot clearer now.
Right?
Yeah. There are frequencies that I couldn't hear before. Now I can feel it. Yeah, perfect. It sounds really good.
All right. Man, awesome. Cool.
All right.
Thank you for giving me your first feedback.
I like it. Thank you. Thank you,
Sweet.
Beatsonic.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, guys, well, that does it. It makes a huge difference. There's more bass, there's more volume. The whole audio system just sounds much more dynamic. You can actually hear the voices better, different instruments playing in the music, sound that you haven't heard before. So it's pretty amazing, guys, what this little box can do. If you're hesitant about it, just know that it does come with a 30-day return window, so that if you don't like it for any reason, you can also return it to us. In addition to that, we always have this in stock, ready to be shipped, and it's available at beatsonicusa.com. Well, that does it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, or you can email us at info@beatsonicusa.com. And if you haven't yet, please help us, give us that like, and also subscribe to our channel for a lot more fun content in the future. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys on the next video.